Father, you talking about me? Your motherfucking father always eating. Me either.
We were supposed to go somewhere else, but we were told what I was told by some people here. We shouldn't go. So we'll just view this area a little bit. It's a rough area. 4 border town. You just mentioned so many different resources that come from this area.
My name ain't crucial, nigga.
You would think so because it's such an important port for Australia and such. To give a benefit of the doubt, though, I do see some construction happening.
Me either.
Some people working on the streets, and I did see somebody.
I don't get fat. I eat like a 500-pound nigga.
So maybe it's happening now. You guys are like a
you do too.
Type of country you're about to
celebrate. You always eating.
So sometimes things takes time to get the ball rolling, right? So me personally, I've traveled the whole entire country, and I've seen different towns, and I've seen the development happening in this country. I've gone through.
I remember you used to be smoking that hip hop chicken.
We went, which is specific province. I've gone from the downtown. I've gone to main city. I've traveled 500 provinces of Papua New Guinea, Central Province, Papua City.
Shit. Popeye's getting closer and closer out this motherfucker.
And I say that without fear and favor. Yeah, I just came from Mount Hagen. What a beautiful area. That whole countryside on the northern side, beautiful. If you haven't seen my last video. So I came here, I'm like, what happened? I'm thinking I'm going to a tropical island. I was like, oh, it's gonna be tropical here. It's gonna be really nice here. Then I just see.
What's up, 00 Squad? You know what time it is.
Okay, no, I'm eating right now. I'm eating one of them casino pizzas.
That's us undercover at an actual KKK meeting. All because we want to print racist. This might be the most dangerous prank of all time. I might die because I'm black. So you may not know, but there are over 8,000 racist hate groups operating across America. So we spent weeks finding the website of every one of these groups. And now the plan is simple. We're going to sneak our way into these groups using a fake name, see what they're actually like, and then prank them from the inside. And the first group is called the Insulted Knights of the KKK. This is their website that we found. The goal is to unite white Christians and destroy all of us.
There's a delivery driver in Roy and Riverdale getting a lot of attention tonight.
A pregnant woman landed on the right doorstep today doing her last delivery, and it wasn't just the food that got blessed.
Hi. Oh my gosh, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
What are you doing?
About 3 months.
Oh my gosh, I want to ask you something. How many deliveries have you done today?
I've done 6.
6? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
After revealing she had picked up a second job to provide for the little one on the way, she got more than just a tip.
Well, actually, help a lot.
Well, as I was saying, like, the fact that you're out here working pregnant is absolutely insane. So, how's short are you?
The millionaire not only helped her with
us, that's their mission. It also says it's your right to be white. To apply, we had to send them an email. Hey, bud, name's Levi Wade. Why, as a patriot and ready to join this MS, I'm going to get this big skirt and show them colorful shoot balls. I have attached a picture of myself. Let's send it. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get it or not. I think it's obvious. Don't join any of these groups. They're all terrible. We're just doing this for investigative purposes. A few days later, a Klan member texted us, then randomly invited us to a phone meeting they're having. So nearly a month later, we had our first chance to prank actual KKK members. Knights of the Round Table. Please join us on Friday at 7:30 p.m. and it's 7:28 right now. Basically, there's a phone number you call and it's going to get contact because they have guest speakers, there's just gonna be a phone call with KKK members on it.
And we got our white roommate Cameron to help us troll them.
I'm gonna go ahead and call it.
Please announce yourself.
Levi Wade.
Welcome to the Knights of the Round Table. This is a unity different clan organization. Sit back and listen, put your phone on mute.
As members kept joining, we counted nearly 50 people being on this conference call.
Hey, I'm gonna get started. We're the Mighty White Ku Klux Klan. That's who we are, and that's the end of the story. We have to educate ourselves because they're educating themselves. We have to be more militant.
This man continued to give his racist speech while everyone listened in silence except for me.
I'm gonna act like I left my mic unmuted.
I'll be in there in a second. I'm doing something. Hey, put your phone on mute. I told you I'll be down in 10 minutes. Hey, get out. Hey, I'm not asking. I'm telling you to put your phone on mute. I'm doing something. I apologize. I don't know who this is. All right, let's continue. There's nothing lower than a brother.
Nice fires up.
Oh, yes.
Can you hear it?
I'm just so ready to pull it. As soon as I find out who the crackhead is that won't shut their mic up, I'm gonna personally shut it up.
We spent the next hour listening to clan leaders yap about racist stuff until it was finally question time.
I'm gonna open it up for your 2 cents.
I've got a quick question. I live in an apartment, had a black guy moved in a couple months ago. I'm just not really sure what to do.
Well, it's America, brother, and unfortunately, they have that right as well. You can always put an application in front of the door. I don't know if that might help. Chances are they won't be living there very long. Usually, they don't pay their rent. They end up having police come and they end up getting evicted.
I had a quick question.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to make a KKK hood. Would it be against like the rules to cut a hole for my vape for my mouth area? You didn't say vaping though. Just the mouth area. I know that's only usually.
Don't you got anything better to do, boy?
I'm sorry. This guy thinks he knows you, bro.
I apologize. I thought it was a troll.
We just trolled some of the highest ranking members in all of the KKK.
And later, we're gonna prank the KKK in person. But first, we have an interview with Patriot Front, a white supremacist group hiding in plain sight.
Love, liberty, victory, seek violence.
We filled out an application on their website, and a few days later, we had an interview set up with
We're not for sure what they're gonna ask us. I'm ready for anything. Only going to be trolling them, and I don't think you're going to get accepted.
Hey, how's it going?
Just going to start off with some basic questions. You're among like-minded individuals here. You're not going to say anything so outlandish I haven't heard of. What sort of inspired you to become patriotic?
I basically sell stuff online. I started talking to this guy on there. He really shared a lot of the same values as me.
What generally do you sell on the online shop?
I sell my body.
What do you mean?
I'm like a sex worker.
Is this something you still currently do?
Yeah, I did a big stunt call. Like right before this, I made a guy.
Okay. I don't think that your moral compass really aligns with our...
I can assure you, I'm more of a patriot than you, bub.
We're not going to be proceeding with your membership request.
So it's fine.
I only date like white guys. I still join.
No, you cannot. We're against that. I trolled all that stuff.
We just trolled these interviews since they required us to submit a picture of our driver's license in order to join. There was no chance of pranking them in person, but that's about to change.
Next up is the Trinity White Knights of the KKK.
There are multiple KKK groups across America. We found this one from a Facebook post someone made after finding this flyer in the front yard. We did what any normal person
Can't find my
would
motherfucking
done.
controller.
Put
They
the
even
number
know
on
it.
the flyer. So we wrote a letter and mailed it off to them.
I'm located in Indiana and interested in joining. Signed, Levi Wade. Hopefully we get accepted. I wonder if I'm the first person to ever send something to the KKK wearing a Nike tag.
1 week later, we checked our mailbox and received an actual letter from the KKK.
What the hell? This is their application to your
Man, I can't find my motherfucking controller.
They need to get up
It's a hand of
I need a motherfucking alarm on that bitch.
Even though just holding this packet felt illegal, he filled it with a selfie through the mail. And finally, after texting back and forth, gaining their trust, they randomly sent us this message. We have been formally invited to the Ku Klux Klan's 100th year anniversary.
Nice.
KKK event. I'm going to that. I'm glad I'm not. You're not in the KKK. The KKK
Mm-hmm.
is 2 months away. But before we break that event,
What we running?
a group of 15 Nazis. While exploring a website that is basically the racist version of Facebook, we stumbled across the profile of a guy named Dave. Dude, that guy's like Santa Claus, but his beard is still long. Occupation, securing a future for white children. Well, use a Telegram, you get messages. No, it's a group chat. Oh yeah, I'm joining this. This group has 15 members. Should we just like troll? Yeah. While planning how we could prank this Nazi group chat, we discovered some information about Dave. It turns out Dave is actually a well-known neo-Nazi. We even found a viral video of him crashing out in Best Buy. He's been involved with multiple groups since he was born in the 1700s, and this was his brand new group he had created himself. Sadly for Dave and his army of Nazis, he came back a few days later with the perfect plan to prank them. The Telegram group has had a lot of activity recently. They sent this picture. This is some guy in his KKK outfit. Whoa. They have their own stickers for the group chat that somebody custom made. It's literally just a bunch of Nazi stuff. Rules for their group chat. No, I'm not going to say any of these words. And it says racism is strongly encouraged. That's a mix between the Nazi and Confederate flag. This is literally a hate group forming right in front of us. This is like 2003 Facebook. I think it's time we shut this thing down. They said anyone could invite members. I asked for an invite. Dave here sent me the join link. We take that link. We go to this suspicious website. We are going to deploy 20,000 bot members to join this group chat and basically destroy it. These are not real people. Submit. Right now there's 55 members. Let's see how high. 1,500. I'm gonna send Dave a message. I invited my boys. I can't even scroll fast enough. Dave just texted me back. He doesn't even realize. Group name LGBTQ fans. Oh wait, I'm at 11,000. It says there's 16,000 members. Someone shared the group in a bot group. No doubt. I guess he doesn't know it's you, bro. Watch, I'm gonna download his profile picture and Photoshop it on a pride flag. Bro, Antifa got in. You said one by one, we will ban him. This guy's an idiot. There's 55 people now. There's 20,000. There was an underground hate group that we single-handedly just stopped. One of us is Asian, so that should be an even bigger accomplishment. In total, we applied to nearly 50 different groups and didn't get a response from most of them. But after 5 months of filming this video, it is finally time to prank the KKK in person. Well, we have a big problem. You see, they sent some more information about the event, and they're meeting in a Walmart parking lot before they go to the actual festival. However, I'm banned from every Walmart in America, and while waiting to film this, Owen tore his ACL and is recovering from surgery right now, so I'm going to have to recruit some of our friends to help us out. Yo, Cameron. I'm filming. Do you want to help us prank the KKK in a couple days? Are you serious? Yeah, because since Owen's gone, I have to do it. Yeah. I guess. Yeah, it'll be you and Aiden. Random request. Do you want to help us prank the KKK in a couple days?
What we gonna do?
That was easy. This should be.
I'm just saying, where we going? Park or the theater?
A super small town in Kentucky. The KKK is meeting in a Walmart garden section for a couple minutes. Cameron and Aiden have a ton of BLM props, and they're gonna try to troll some racists. Yeah, we might die.
If they suspect me or if they know I'm a Jew, I'm running.
This is our hidden camera set. There's a GoPro inside this cup. I think I'm actually going to trademark the cup GoPro. Alright, good luck, guys. I just dropped them off and let them drive by and scout out. I'm on the phone call right now. I'm actually scared. There's like a lot of cars here. By the trees, there are two guys in black stripes standing. They have like little kids and stuff. The Trinity White Knights is like a super small dying
Got a
group.
random court.
Let's see how many members they have. We're gonna hit this guy in the white shirt too.
Join that.
We have some petitions here if you wouldn't mind just taking a look real quick. We're here with the Unity
Hopefully
Project.
we can make
It's
it.
a little organization that we recently started. The first petition we have here is petition to hire more blacks. Pretty much. What's up? I'm not saying. Did you see a shirt? What did it say? Wait, what is shirt?
Oh, there you go, father. Right here.
He just shook hands with the
Turn around. I'm right here with you.
That's definitely the meetup spot. That's insane. That was actually like women and kids here.
Right here. Nigga, I'm in the Benny the Butcher. Look, right here.
The guy in the white car stuff. How's it going, man? Hey, how you doing? I'm here with like a
This
musician group.
this nigga gay.
Black people. You're kidding with me.
We in the,
No, I'm being serious. No, we're having like a same thing too. We're giving out some free stuff as well. If you guys were interested, we have some.
I'm a mascot, nigga.
Or anything like that, or
No, buddy, that's not for me.
all right. Luckily for us, there were more people here for the event. How's it going, guys? I'm with you.
Father, don't judge my mascot, G.
We're like with the Unity project. Listen, you okay? Oh, sorry. So you're a fan? Yeah. I just want to ask. Okay. After this, Cameron met a woman wearing a white and proud shirt. I'm like with a group called the Unity Project. She also had what appears to be a Celtic cross tattoo, which is commonly used by neo-Nazis and KKK members. The first petition we have here is a petition to hire some more black people.
Hire more black people?
Yeah.
Definitely not interested.
Oh.
No.
Oh, okay.
More white people will be hired.
We're trying to pretty much fire like all the white people, like and bring in 25% more black people. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. After this, all the cars left and headed out to their racist version of a picking party. We've spent the last 5 months filming this video, going where no prank channel has ever gone before, so please subscribe if you're not already, and click this video right here if you want to see another one of our funny prank videos. Don't try to join any of these groups. We're not promoting it. We've blocked everybody we've been in contact with, and also,
We blocked them. Rocked them.
Hey, entry team.
K9. Nigga, you know my body.
All you speakers, we're gonna need more volume now. We're
Hey.
in the United Arab Emirates, they have laws against using gin.
You know my body.
The world has been hit
It's
with more
like
than
my body.
1,700 earthquakes with magnitude greater than 5. Many happened around the Ring of Fire, located around the Pacific Ocean. In North America, the biggest threat is the San Andreas fault line, which can create an earthquake of a magnitude higher than any other, earning it the spine-tingling nickname, the Big One. The potential destruction of California is a terrifying prospect that could have unimaginable consequences. But the Big One is just the beginning of what's to come. Bad news. Scientists have predicted an earth-shattering event that will occur in 2030. Like it or not, there's a 70% chance that we'll experience the Big One, and it will be an earthquake of magnitude 6.7. The San Andreas fault line will cause the Big One, but what is scary is that we can't predict it. On the other hand, a massive earthquake occurs every 100 years. This means there's always time to prepare for a natural disaster. If we traveled back in time, we'd see a few significant earthquakes like the ones that wiped out San Francisco and Fort Tahoe. Buildings made a long time ago are not quake-proof. They will collapse. Even if they survive, you should not enter them. But buildings are not the most dangerous part. You should watch out for electrical lines and gas pipes. Your hill house might be lovely, but it is extremely unsafe. During quakes, the hill can turn into a massive landslide that will destroy everything in its path. Say goodbye to road trips because all the roads will be ruined. You should have some spare water and food since you won't be able to go to the supermarket. This disaster won't be cheap. It will cost the U.S. around $200 billion to recover from the quake. At least the earthquake will not trigger tsunamis. But there's something that can cause more damage than the big one. The notorious Cascadia subduction zones start in California and ends up all the way in Vancouver, Canada. The San Andreas fault line is nothing compared to this zone. It can wipe the whole coast off the face of the earth, an example of hyperbole. Subduction zones are tectonic plates forced to be one under the other and constantly pulling apart. One is called the North American plate, and the other is the Juan de Fuca plate. Zones like these are not to be messed with, since they are terrifying hotspots for earthquake activity and extremely dangerous because
Hassa.
they cause massive underwater quakes. But they are underwater, so what can they do to us? Well, they can cause giant
We call them
tsunamis, flooding
Mahasa.
cities, and destroying the coastline. Right now, the most active zone is the Ring of Fire. The Cascadia zone might be less active, but it is like a sleeping beast that can wake up and destroy everything in its path, causing a groundbreaking earthquake. The last time all this stress was released was in the year 1700. Unlike the San Andreas quake, this one will cause massive tsunamis and much bigger shocks. Let's hope you'll be camping in an open field at that time, because most buildings and bridges will likely be destroyed. Also, be ready for the aftershocks, as they'll be devastating. Nature won't be spared either. Landslides will change animals' habitats. Even our homes will be changed forever. Luckily, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and scientists are doing everything they can to ensure our safety. New rules are implemented. Every new building must be able to withstand massive shocks. They're developing
We
modern
call them
warning systems,
Mahasa.
and every new infrastructure must follow strict
What's that?
foolproof
That's a pig
guidelines.
who don't fly straight.
The Fuka and the North American plates are locked together, but they won't stay like that forever. When they unlock, get ready for a massive shake. The closer you are to the epicenter, the more damage you'll experience. But even if you are lucky to be far away, you may still feel the ground shaking for some time. Now, if we compare the Cascadia subduction zone and the San Andreas fault, we'll see how much more dangerous the Cascadia zone is. In 1994, there was an enormous 6.7 magnitude earthquake in the Northridge area, close to the San Andreas fault. Sadly, many people didn't make it, and some were injured. Back then, buildings were
Damn.
not strong and earthquake proof, and many of them were damaged. The Cascadia subduction zone can potentially cause a magnitude 9 earthquake. A
Just throw the
magnitude
ball.
6 quake has the power of around
Just throw
44
the ball.
billion pounds of dynamite. But
Fuck your
a
dribble
magnitude
moves,
9
bro.
has the power of 44 trillion pounds of dynamite. The strongest ever
Throw the
recorded
ball.
quake
Fuck your
was in
dribble
Chile.
moves, bro.
Its magnitude measured 9.5, and it destroyed most everything. So let's say you've survived the quake, but the struggle is far from over. Soon after, a massive tsunami will strike, with waves that might reach up to 100 feet in some areas.
Yo,
That's
the
only
nigga
on the
wasn't even
San
on me, and
Andreas
it
area,
still felt like
which
a
can't
scream.
produce any significant waves. So say goodbye to your beautiful garden, since salt water will destroy trees and plants,
This
changing the
nigga
environment
ass.
for a period of time. The only positive thing will be you won't need Halloween decorations, because all those dried out trees will resemble a ghost forest. The combination of waves, quakes, and the sheer size of the area will make this natural disaster much more
Feeling fucking
dangerous
make
than
a
any
shot.
caused by the San Andreas Fault or the so-called Big One.
Just throw the ball and shut up.
A quake similar to this happened
Just
around 300 years
just throw
ago.
the ball.
Many more have been recorded in the past 3,500
Just throw the
years,
ball.
proving that they
That's all you need
continually
to do.
occur every 400 to 600
You
years.
can't shoot.
So, technically, we have around 100 to 300 years before the next big one hits.
You can't shoot.
We still have no idea how exactly the Cascadia subduction zone works, because we discovered it in 1970. This zone is super scary because it can
Oh
cause
my.
big earthquakes. It was found by accident when researchers studied the Ring of Fire. They wanted to
Yeah.
know if this area had caused any trouble in the past years, and the proof was under their
It's
noses.
bullshit. This nigga
In
went out of
Washington,
bed.
there is a horror forest where nothing has been growing for years. When researchers tested the soil, they found a tremendous amount of salt. They put two and two together and concluded that a massive tsunami had been the reason. Experts still didn't know when the forest was destroyed, but Japan kept records of a gigantic earthquake that had a similar effect. It was the one that happened in the year 1700. There is a 1 in 3 chance that the next one will occur in 2050. You must know how to survive the Canadian earthquakes and make it out unscathed. So listen carefully. Those who live in this area have almost no experience with earthquakes like
I was
this one.
about to say.
Surviving the quake is relatively easy, but the tsunami coming afterwards is
Getting ready to
horrific.
jab him.
After the shake, find the highest ground and go there. Only bring the essentials like food and water. Yeah, leave your baseball card collection at home. After the first hit, don't try to go down. Seismologists say that most likely there will be a few more waves, and they have proven this. On the 22nd of May, 1960, seismologist Jerry Eston and his four friends went to Hawaii to see an expected tsunami that was to happen around midnight. They set up their gear on Wailuku Bridge with an escape route plan. This bridge had been destroyed in the previous tsunami, but the new one was much taller and better. After midnight, the water was 4 feet above the average level. The second wave hit a half hour after midnight.
That is
And the
pull
water
me
rose
up.
another 9 feet.
I faking this nigga go up
The
for a
water
shot.
started going down and dropped by 7 feet. But the horror was far from over. Next, they saw a wave that was around 20 feet tall. This shows us that tsunamis are unpredictable, and we should listen to experts to stay safe.
Around 5.3 million years ago, a crucial event reshaped the Mediterranean region. It was a colossal flood that refilled the local sea, which had been extremely barren and salty up until that point. It got the name Zanclean Flood, and it forever changed the geography of the area. The Mediterranean Sea is surrounded by Europe, Africa, and Asia, and connects to the ocean by the Strait of Gibraltar. This is quite a narrow passage, measuring about 8 miles. It may not be
Still
that
gonna be the
wide,
same
but the strait
result.
plays a crucial role in maintaining the liquid balance between these two bodies of water.
Yeah, y'all go in
About
there.
6 million years ago,
I'm
a bunch
good.
of things might have.
Lowe's knows that no matter the paint project, savings at the top of the to-do list. So to help you refresh your space, this Labor Day, select one coat coverage interior paints or buy one, get one free. Lowe's, we help, you save.
One of these people uses the Colgate Total Active Prevention System. It's 15 times more effective at fighting the root cause of many oral health problems. As for the other guy,
Sarah, good luck.
Nah,
dentist ready with Colgate Total.
father
All
left.
right, really quick. If there was ever a TF3 video you actually paused to read the content warnings on, let it be this one. This is a video about cannibalism. It is exactly as gnarly as it sounds. You've been warned. One of the most shocking, grotesque, surprisingly funny pieces of literature I've ever read is an 18th century pamphlet about meat. It's called A Modest Proposal. You may have heard of it. A Modest Proposal is a sick little piece of satire. It imagines a whole industry built around cannibalism. Not just any cannibalism, mind you, the mass consumption of human babies. Helpfully, the narrator lays out a meticulous plan detailing how exactly this would all work. There are whole paragraphs about how to farm children, descriptions of every possible way you could cook and eat them. Impoverished parents would raise their children like livestock, fattening them up to be eaten by the rich. A young, healthy child, the narrator notes, would be delicious when stewed, roasted, baked, or boiled. On special occasions, a whole roast child would make the perfect centerpiece to feed the whole community. By selling their children to be eaten, the narrator claims, Ireland's poor could finally make themselves useful. The writer of this piece, Jonathan Swift, is, as you can see, a master of satire. And this is perhaps his best known piece. It is also almost unbelievably direct. So hideous, so absurd that it flies almost straight past the realm of horror and into that of comedy. You can't deny this idea of an industrialized cannibalism is, if nothing else, effective. So effective, in fact, you see it in all kinds of media, even today. In the game Little Nightmares, you get to watch children be processed into meat and devoured by grotesque, monstrous adults. In the movie Daybreakers, the post-human society of vampires farm humans for their blood. In the movie Soylent Green, you already know the twist. That stuff everyone is eating, it's made of people. The idea of an entire cannibalism industry is so ridiculous, so hyperbolic, it's hard to read as anything but satire. Undoubtedly horrifying.
Father, nobody gives a shit. Quit crying. Save that shit for yourself. Y'all good. Quit fucking saying it loud. We don't want to hear that shit. Nobody don't fucking hear that crying shit all the motherfucking time.
Humans would just
Nobody want to hear that fucking crybaby shit, bro. 3 for 3. You shouldn't have fucking shot the ball, bro. You're using that cheesy ass fucking analog shit and still can't shoot. You're using that cheesy analog stick and can't shoot. Nobody want to hear you fucking crying all the time. Shut the fuck up. 9:45, nigga. I'm 48. Get it right.
Really quick before the
Get it right.
I just want to tell you about Taildown.
Get it right. Last night.
There is a lot that goes into making this show.
Where the last time you played good on the game? Don't need to read the Bible, nigga. I'm older than you. I'm not 12. I done read the Bible way more than you. You read the Bible and you still goofy as hell. You read the Bible and still goofy as shit. Get your shit right.
Play games and stuff. It's all right there in our Discord server, available to anyone who supports the
Get your shit right.
You can become a YouTube member.
We'd have won if you wouldn't have shot the fucking ball. Period.
Right in Discord itself. All of them cost exactly
Don't shoot the ball.
Will get you access to anything and everything behind the machines. Tail Foundry has always been about more than just video content. We make these videos to inspire.
I already got a build. I got a new build. Don't worry. He's got an 83. He's still gonna shoot better than you. It don't matter. You should have made one. Stop shooting. Stop shooting. Make one with a 98 3-pointer. Make one with a 98 3-pointer. Well, stop crying then. You play what you made. You play with that trash ass dribbling nigga you made. You can't even dribble. You made all that dribble and shit and can't dribble. All that dribble and can't dribble. Make that garbage ass dribble and shit. Dribbling for no reason. You miss passes and you miss shots. You fucking ass. All that whack ass dribbling. All your life about is that fake ass preaching shit you be doing. That's what your life about. Don't nobody want to hear that bullshit. Nigga, all you got is motherfucking. Nigga, shut up. You just going to school to be a good slave, nigga. You go to college to be a good slave and figure out you can't get the job you went for. You go do it. Go be a good slave. Everybody going to church and look stupid like you. Looking at the up in that motherfucker looking at the preacher just like your ass. Looking stupid just like them.
They're not particularly compelled to find out. The product is very intentionally.
You up there listening to the. You up there listening to them Freemason ass preachers. Shut up.
People are able to eat each other.
Nigga, all you do is cry. That's all you do. As soon as the game start, you start crying. You need to go play Minecraft. Go play Fortnite, bruh. You was pretty good at Fortnite.
They're traumatic environments, both for the livestock and the humans who work there.
You was pretty good, though. I gotta admit. You was good at Fortnite, though.
It's easier to imagine all of that mechanized death.
Hey. Nigga, please.
That part I pretty much get. What's harder for me to wrap my head around is how?
Nigga, you don't even play baseball or football no more. You don't even play none of them.
While remaining so efficient at what it does.
Nigga, don't nobody give a shit about no motherfucking baseball and football in real life, nigga.
I think there's a really good job grappling with this question. In episode
up a hill. That nigga said up a hill. that nigga said up a hill. Hey, father, nobody gives a fuck about no sports. When you put something in there from nobody care about your dumb ass sports, bro. Huh? Daddy, you put mine in there. Right. Father, nobody give a fuck about your gladiator ass sports to keep everybody blind and dumb. That's why I don't watch them. Oh, I could play football. Fuck your football.
But when he tried to leave,
Fuck your dumbass football and all that shit. Nigga, you just watched me play on your team, nigga. 3 for 3. You shouldn't have shot the fucking ball.
and all of it empty. Nobody there, not even the animals. He remembers running through the labyrinth, searching for a way out. At last,
You Bill ass.
ends up on the conveyor belt himself. As he nears the end
That's all I need to.
he finds one of his coworkers waiting.
That's all I need. That's all I need to do is shoot.
Suddenly, he understands.
You got them dribble moves on like you Steezo. I ain't gonna do it. You ready? Go to your my court and invite me.
He's got a million plans.
Go to I can too. 80-some mid-range. But look,
Right before he does,
go to your my court and invite me.
one that has stayed with the narrator.
You just talking. You still talking.
You cannot stop the slaughter. by closing
Still
the gate.
talking for no reason.
Now, the slaughter
You ain't go to your my court. Go to your my court and invite me real quick.
I think this sentiment can also be applied to the idea of the cannibalism industry, too. It could be packaged and covered up to the point where you don't have to think about the actual process at
Yeah,
all.
we about to play.
But that doesn't make it.
No, you gonna cry.
If
Like I
the
said.
cannibalism industry did exist, perhaps it could hide itself well. And then, if you were participating in it, how would you ever know? Okay, prepare yourself.
And you still can't shoot.
I've shown some of the most graphic imagery I think we've ever shown and probably will ever show on this channel. I'll try my best to censor it where I can, but don't say I didn't warn you.
Father, you ass.
This is the art of Barbara Daniels. As you can see, it turns the food chain on its head. Animals butchering, cooking, and consuming people, farm to table. Animals keeping pets, going on hunting trips, eating meat.
Who your Lord and Savior?
Look who's in the fishbowl. Look who's on
There's all kinds of gods. There's satanic gods. There's all. Which one's your God? Who's your God?
Well done. That's the point. To make you
No, who is your God? Which one is your God? The white people God?
normal.
You got the white people God? Which one? There's all kinds of them.
It's done to people. The idea of human meat being prepared by a butcher or processed in a factory, it probably.
Oh, it already says in there. There's a such thing. There's a such thing as a Gentile. What's a Gentile, Father?
In the audience, nobody knows how the sausage is made. That's not how it works in Daniel's art. Here, the door is wide open. Every step of the process is on graphic, brutal display.
What you mean nobody can see you? Everybody can see you, Father. What are you talking about? I see you, Father.
The stables for feral, glassy-eyed humans from the manga Animal Human. I think of all the versions of pigman butchers I've seen, never without a bucket of human wings
Thanks.
nearby.
I'm just saying, why you worried about what everybody else do?
Industry's efforts.
Why you worried about what everybody else do, though?
Large, obviously still very much aware of what's going on. So, why try to close the door at all? I mean, if the
I'm just saying, why you worried about what everybody else do, Father?
But could you do it?
Why you always worried about what other people do, Father?
What would
No, you ain't got plenty of time.
for people to know what they're eating
No, you don't.
and just
You read the Bible, don't you? Right? You ain't got plenty of time. You said you read the Bible.
By Augustina Basterica, the answer is
Apparently you don't.
what it really comes down to is language.
You listening to them sermons and preachers pick and choose what they want to preach.
In a shockingly brief amount of time, human flesh becomes the only source of meat. It's far
Damn,
worse
this nigga ain't
than
playing no
that,
defense,
actually.
bruh.
Not only does everyone accept
Yeah,
cannibalism
father
as
out
the
here.
world, most of them embrace it. Tender as the flesh presents a truly horrifying.
I ain't even fucking shoot the ball.
Where humans are factory farmed, hunted on game reserves, and experimented on in laboratories. It's right
Wisdom and knowledge on what?
organs on display in butcher shop windows, human skins used to make leather goods. Slowly eating people alive has become a
Nigga, the Ku Klux Klan can break down the Bible in a second, but that don't mean it's right.
they're not allowed to.
The KKK can break down the Bible. That don't mean you interpret it in right.
Nobody
That don't mean you interpreted it right, nigga. Anybody can break down the Bible.
It doesn't come from people, it comes from heads. The same word used to refer to individual cows in the meat industry. They don't miss pork or beef or chicken.
You sound dumb.
As the
They
advertisements
gave
say,
me knowledge,
they're
wisdom, and
making
understanding.
seeds.
Shut your dumb ass up. They ain't give you shit.
Words are a powerful tool. They're used to obscure the world, as the book puts it.
They gave me knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Of
As long as
what?
they use the right language, the right phrasing, they don't have to think about it. Mass-scale atrocities and injustices against fellow human beings are just another part of life in this world, part of your diet. The most fortunate among them, the ones running the slaughterhouses and laboratories and game reserves, try their best not to see it that way. They, quote, reaffirm their reality through words, silently admitting that they need euphemisms to sanitize the truth.
You definitely delusional. You delusional. And you still gonna get cooked like every other one. You's gonna get cooked. You never. When did you ever figure me out?
So long as it has the right packaging.
Father, you the only one that get figured out. You the only one get figured out.
Crowds of people flock to her meat pie shop. Despite the impossible price of meat, Mrs.
And you need a 90-some dribble move every year and still can't dribble.
And at this point,
A 90-some dribble move and still can't fucking dribble. You can't dribble. You can't dribble.
To pull this off, she's reached a
Father, you the only one that get figured out every year. That's why you quit every game. You get figured out every year. Soon as we make you quit, we know what happened. You figured out. You figured out every time you quit. You figured out every time you quit. We figured you out, bruh. You never seen me. What are you talking about? 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 You making up stuff. You sound like TD Jakes. You sound like TD Jakes. Creflo Dollar. You trying to get an offering in this motherfucker or no? This nigga trying to get an offering.
Uses his status to hand out death sentences and get away with sexual assault. Lucy, one of his victims, bears the worst consequences of his actions. She goes mad as a result of her trauma and resorts to selling her own body on the streets to get by.
Now, this don't take that long to adjust, though.
Cruelty, abuse, and suffering.
It don't take that long to adjust. It's been 3 days. That's all you need.
They expect it. From the most respected functions of society to its underbelly.
Why can't you shoot then?
This is just how things work.
No, what you mean they lied? Exactly, because it's a cheese. That's all you can do.
The cannibalism industry operates so well in Sweeney because
nah,
it already exists.
It's going up to a 99 after I've been my cat breakers.
Human bodies were already commodified in this world, objectified, reduced to parts to be bought and sold. This society mandates that in order
I'm gonna put a cat breaker on that shit too.
You have to throw other people into the meat grinder. And that's exactly what Mrs. Lovett does.
Nigga, it's 2K.
In a sense, she and Sweeney Todd are running a respectable business. One as respectable as a judge's or a doctor's.
Exactly.
What they're doing is arguably just as exploitative, just as corrupt.
But look at your build.
People at the very top. The difference is.
Damn, this nigga ass, bruh. This nigga like fodder out here.
It's best. A modest proposal.
But I win. That's all that counts.
It wasn't some vision.
We don't need no dribble moves to win. You ain't Steezo. You ain't Steejo.
Own society, 18th century Ireland.
The same way I'm getting open now. Smoking shit. You don't gotta have no fucking dribble move.
The pamphlet was arguing against a common belief at the time that, quote, people are the riches.
You don't need it.
In other words, people were only considered to be as valuable as what they could contribute to the economy. Underneath the satire, the grotesque imagery, the dark
Post
humor,
it.
a modest proposal urged compassion for the poor and for the readers.
Then post your stats
solution to help.
and say, is this bill good? Can I use it?
Stories, as gory and grisly as they may be,
can I use it?
aren't about meat.
I did too. What you mean? We got the game the same time.
Seem to be about exploitation.
Same time.
All the things people accept.
We got the game the same time, Father.
To question what they consume.
But I'm just saying, you can't shoot. You know why you can't shoot, Father? Shit. You know why you can't shoot? Because you try to put too much things on there. You can't be an offense, defense. You can't shoot, though.
It's hard.
You can't shoot.
No, for most of you. In a sense, everyone.
You can't shoot.
The uncomfortable truth is
one time, Father. One time you did that.
As long as the world works in the way that it does, it's
Damn,
much
you can't shoot.
to avoid. We all eat flesh in some form or another. Even me. And I don't
you can't shoot.
I don't think what these stories are asking of you is to consider.
You don't need that, nigga. They don't even gotta give me $1. They don't even gotta give me $1. That shit free. That shit.
Are you sure you know where it came from? I can't tell you what decisions.
I ain't never said Crucial better than anybody.
Whether or not you consume meat,
that shit lag.
It's up to you. But there is one thing I can tell
you. Lagging ass shit.
Starts with education.
Lagging ass shit.
If you do want to find out where your meat came from, whatever it is, you'll probably have to start by doing some research. The problem is
25. Did you bring up? You brought up 25? 25? That ain't even in the vocabulary. 25. It was RNG in there. RNG in the 25. That was been deleted. I deleted it the night before this shit come out.
Believe me, I realize the irony of a robot saying that. I just never really seemed to be able to grasp those things. I just found reading and writing to be a lot easier. Recently, though, I feel like I'm finally starting to get it. For 10 minutes a day, every day that I feel like it, I've been taking algebra courses, and they're actually working.
Nigga.
Which is sort of weird because it's not like I'm taking lectures.
2K microphone theme.
It feels like I'm getting a legitimate, useful education without any of the exhausting parts I've come to expect. And actually,
you are Diddy.
Fun with it,
you know how I like niggas is Tiger Woods? You know how I like niggas is Tiger Woods? You Diddy. You are Diddy. That is your father.
Which is where I've been doing all this learning. I know you've probably heard about Brilliant Gazillion.
That's your father.
Honestly, there's a good reason for it. It's a really, really good program. It allows you to learn
that is your father.
You can go in and use it whenever you have a little spare time, even if it's.
You went to camp. You went to Camp Diddy. You went to Camp Diddy. Because Justin Bieber was there. You was too.
Every level of racism.
You get all the boys. Nobody's more fruitier than that. You get all the boys. You forgot you said that. Yeah, that Felice is your homie. I can't believe you ain't talked about him in a while. What happened? Ah, yeah. Your mindset's still there. Your mindset is still there. Well, Reem ain't even in here. He ain't even here. But you said you get all the boys though. I think you saying getting all the boys is worse than anything. You said you get all the boys.
Six-year-old girl says 2 words. Cashier, look.
You said I get all the boys.
Imagine you die in battle and wake up in a massive hall full of people
You said
who look
I
just
get
like you.
all
They're
the
all mad, hungry,
boys.
and before you can catch your breath, they shove you into the next fight. Yeah, you're not catching a break.
Two wasps, two stings, and it's time to find out which is worse. Look at that stinger fly. Oh my gosh, look at those mandibles. They're like shears. Welcome to the sting-off of Japan. Oh, yeah. What's going on, guys? We are back in the land of the Jap.
I get all the boys is what father said. Yeah, you seen that, nigga. Can I say one screenshot, G? Can I say one?
What they're really afraid of. They will often tell you
Can I see one? Let me see one, father. Just one.
they sure pack a punch. Let's go catch one and add it to
Just
the fight
one.
index. Here we go. A lot of parks
I
here in
just want to see
Japan
one,
have
father.
walls like this behind me. This is not unusual. But the reason we're here at this park is because it has great pathways so we can cover a lot of ground fast. But also they garden these parks, so there's going to be a lot of flowering plants, and that's exactly what we're looking for because that's what the wasp want. What the wasp want, the net likes. Let's get the search going. Wow, look at those steps. Check that out. Look at that. Oh, got one. One is up in these rafters. Got it. Got it. Nice. Got one, guys. It's not an official catch till we get it in the jar. Let's take a closer look at this thing.
Were they from 25?
Got it.
No.
Yes. All right. This is definitely one of the wasps that I was after, and one of the wasps that locals are absolutely trying to avoid. The Japanese vested wasp, the paper wasp, packs a mighty sting. This one, I have a feeling is going to put me in a world of hurt. All right. Well, we got a little bit of daylight left. Let's keep searching. Who knows what else is flying around this forest?
Guy Moore, you did good.
This is the perfect time of day to start looking for
Was that the only one?
guys. The sun is at an angle.
Or is that the only one?
Cooler than it was earlier, so we should be seeing some flight taking place. Do you guys see that?
Oh, nigga, ain't nobody talking about no 1v1. That shit easy as fuck to shoot on 1v1.
Oh my gosh. I was hoping we'd find one of these. This is one of the coolest
Oh,
looking
you talking about
wasps
1v1s? Nah, this shit ass.
We're trying to fight through the net. Oh man, this thing is so cool.
But look who you playing with. Crucial though.
There we go. Oh, nice. Potter wasp.
Nobody cares about your 1v1 games, father.
It uses mud to build mud pots.
Whose team was you on? Crucius?
And that is why it is called a potter wasp, not because it carries much like the mud dabbers that we would find in North America, a thin-waisted wasp, however, this one is much more menacing and is rumored to have a much more painful sting.
Zoom. Guess who stepped in the room?
So there you have it, guys. Two different but very menacing.
I don't play Diablo. I'm playing Path right now. I'm just waiting.
Both very different. Which one has the more painful sting? Let's set up the sting table.
Nigga, didn't you just hear what I said? I'm waiting.
All right, guys. It is game time. We have two species of wasp, two relatively unknown stings. On the right, we have the paper wasp.
Theater, father. Smoke shit. Send me a picture, yo. Just talking. Just talking. And all I got is what I put on here.
But here on the left, we have a very rare and unexpected contender. The Japanese potter wasp is
much more elusive, and there's very little known about its venom. So, today is going to be the ultimate sting-off between these two species of wasp here in the foothills of Japan. Like
You do?
DSI rating, I'm going to rate the
What screenshot is
these
that?
two wasps on 3 different factors: intimidation, pain, and aftermath. At the end of this video, we will
Father, you gonna play a game or no?
these two wasps ranks higher on the DSI. Now,
So you can send a screenshot, bruh.
insects are different species of wasps. They're after the same food.
Bruh, are you gonna play a game? No, not a 1v1.
However, they are predators. They're out there looking for food for their larvae.
Oh, 1v1. Oh, me and you?
Soft insects and really anything that they can attack.
The
only question is, which one is worse? It's time to find out.
Damn.
Let's start with the paper wasp. I have seen a lot of wasps in my day. This one to me is
what you just saying, Father? Let me show you this one. It's another one. I got archives.
It has reddish eyes, brilliant, bold stripes up and down its abdomen, stripes on its legs, and actually, if you look at the
You know why? Niggas on my team knew they couldn't cheat.
Two stripes going down the back, almost like an equal
Play your position. Look until crucial.
Wasp plus sting equals pain.
Play your position.
And I think the time is
Play your position.
the first dose of venom in this video. I did
You
bring
do?
it in with me just in case we have any allergic reaction. I don't believe I will. I've been stung by a paper wasp.
You do? I'm on the court right now. What are you talking about?
Anything you're about to see, I don't want you guys to have to go.
Send a picture after, bro. We gotta see this.
Behind the screen. Okay. Time to get the Japanese paper wasp out of the jar.
Well, what are you playing at then? Send a picture. Let's see how many points you got. Damn, that nigga.
And I'm sure some of you are
You're gonna my career. No, they ain't still playing the game. It ain't free. Free is a glitch.
This is a very unusual thing to do to yourself. All right, here we go.
Nah, you just ain't got no common sense.
From Japan. On 3.
This nigga said, I'm getting free VC. Where's your free VC at, though? That ain't free. Because you got to play the game. Free is a glitch. You ain't got to do shit. That ain't free. You can't talk to dummies. This nigga said, I'm getting free VC. Free. It's free. That's free. That's like you going to work say, yeah, I just got this free check. Nah, nigga, you work for it. Was it free? It was free. Damn.
Wow, that was intense. This is radiating pain all the way up to the tips of my fingers right now. I can feel it. Like in waves shooting up my arm. Oh. Okay. All right. Let's give this a minute to see like how bad this gets before we move on.
Trying to put me in your category.
Oh, you can see it's really getting red all around. Ooh, super tender. Super tender to the touch. Yeah. I can feel a swell around the sting site. Some redness already starting. That's going to swell good. I can feel it right now, and my fingers already are starting to swell. All right. Well,
I should let
one
that
thing
nigga
down,
shoot. I don't fucking play no D.
it's time to go up against the potter wasp. Now, another name for this wasp, other than potter wasp, is actually the caterpillar wasp. They are targeting caterpillars specifically to feed to their young up in those mud pots that they're building in the forest. But I think potter wasp.
Bitch, throw the fucking ball. Fuck it, ain't no point guard.
Let's appreciate just how formidable this wasp
Point guard's ass. I'm gonna stop playing with them motherfuckers.
This one is like a ninja assassin. Look at it. It's
clad in a black exoskeleton marked with brilliant yellow stripes and pattern in the front. Look at that face. Like war paint. Just on looks alone, I think I'm going to give the intimidation score to the Potter Wasp. Reminds me a lot of the warrior wasps in Costa Rica with that bullet-shaped abdomen, and then the way the wings are set up. They almost have like fighter jet wings. So it's safe to say, in terms of intimidation, Potter Wasp is going to win that fight. But it's now time for the second of two stings in the sting-off with the Japanese Potter Wasp. Oh my gosh, look at those mandibles. They're like shears, like a little pair of scissors on its face. Guys, I might be taking a fight with this one too. It's always a nervous moment when you go into taking the sting of an insect that has very little documentation about it. This could be a relatively mild sting. It could match the bite of the Japanese
That shit
paper
went
wasp,
right through my fucking hand.
or potentially could be the worst thing I've ever taken. There's only one way to find out. On three. 1, 2, 3.
Man, that shit, man.
It's like little tiny. It's just like little pokes. You see that stinger? It takes one under the skin.
That nigga crazy.
Trying to get a good one. Like fishing, I can't find it. Oh yeah. All right, how's that? How's that? Oh, I went through my panda hand. Feels like a panda hand. Just like tiny little pokes. This thing or not. Come on. Come on. Come on. Do it. Do it. Oh, wow. Oh, God, that hurts. Oh. All right. That's going to do that. That's it. All right, guys. There it is. Okay.
What the?
Well, took about, I'm going to guess, around 40 stings. Micro stings is what they felt like.
Fucking bitch.
The effects of all of those tiny stings, I'm going to have a pretty aggressive secondary reaction. Look at that. You guys see all that building? Actually, here, let's get out together. First contender. When it comes down to the pain of the sting itself, no doubt about it, Paper Wasp takes the win on that scorecard. And then the Japanese Potter Wasp lit me up with probably about 40 small micro stings, but you can already see the reaction from the venom is going to cause serious secondary inflammation. So this is a really interesting
second game fodder.
It's going to come down to the scorecard. That aftermath. How will the next 24 hours turn out? That is going to decide which ranks the highest on our sting index. But you don't have to wait a second. It is time to determine the king of the Japanese wasp sting-off. Roll it. On intimidation, the paper wasp reminded me of the executioner wasp. And after seeing the picture of Richard's eye, it had me on edge. And I give it a 7.1 out of 10. The Potter wasp had that ninja-like appearance and battle armor, which made me think that it packed a major sting. And like I said in the video, it definitely made me nervous. So it wins this category with a 7.3 out of 10. For pain, the paper wasp was hands down the winner, with an instant full stinging dose of a 7.8 out of 10, while the Potter wasp was reluctant to give me a full dose sting, resulting in an itchy patch of 40 micro stings, resulting in a 4.7 out of 10. Finally, the aftermath. Both stings grew worse in the days following, and the agony was about the same, but I have to say the paper wasp does win with swelling and inflammation, giving it a 7.4 out of 10, while the Potter wasp will only annoy me for about a day, giving it a 5.7. Combining all the scores together, the Japanese paper wasp clocks in at a very respectable 7.4 out of 10, where the Potter wasp just misses out on 6-land with a 5.9. So in the battle of the Japanese wasp sting-off, the paper wasp is the clear winner and the one you need to worry about if you're ever buzzed by one of these stinging creatures. Out here, every step counts. The terrain is brutal and the stakes are real. That's why I created Summit Adventure Fuel, to help power my way through any situation.
With pro-grade electrolytes, clean sugar-free ingredients, and flavors that hit hard, Summit keeps me going when the wild pushes back. And unlike other electrolyte drinks that are sugar-free, Summit actually tastes good. And Summit is now the official drink of Great Wilderness. So hydrate like an explorer and fuel your adventure all the way to the summit. There it is. You are looking at the bull route, a freshwater stonefish, and one of the most unusual stinging fish I have ever seen. Wow, man. Tell you what, Miller, it's always exciting going on adventures with you, man, but I am definitely feeling the nerves right now. This is uncharted territory.
I don't think anyone's ever been stung by both a freshwater and saltwater stonefish before, so to compare the pain from both stings will be something that no one's ever done 100%.
The saltwater stonefish was by far and away one of the worst stings I have ever experienced. When it's all said and done, this should be just extraordinarily painful
Hey,
for
yo,
me, and
Kato.
hopefully educational for you. God. Immediate fire spreading up my fingers. I can already feel it because it's phase 3. Hang on, I gotta walk out. I had lasting symptoms. We're talking these 3 fingers right here were completely numb for 3 months. Yes, 3 months of complete numbness in these fingers from the saltwater stonefish. So, in terms of what this fish would have to do to ascend beyond that pain, it's a lot, guys. All right, before we get into the sting experiment, let's take a closer look at this very unusual and very seldomly seen fish. The first thing that I want to point out that I've already noticed is since we pulled it out of the stream, it has now completely changed its appearance. Once we sat it on this light metal table, it is also now much lighter in coloration. I believe if you zoom in close enough, you'll be able to see why. There's these tiny black dots all around its scales and its face. And I think those are like chromatophores, just like you see on a squid or an octopus, where it can expand and contract those cells to completely change its color. So the camouflage is great for avoiding predators, but if you can't avoid a predator, what does this fish use? It's super toxic venom. And it delivers that dose of venom through its venomous barbs, the spines up and down the dorsal fin. There are spines here at the tail, and there are spines underneath the belly of the fish on the pelvic fins. So there's really no good way to hold this fish for today's sting experiment. That's why, until I'm ready to take the sting, once we get it out of the container, I will be wearing gloves. Now, just like all the other bite sting experiments, we are going to put this fish on the bite sting index on 3 different factors: intimidation, pain, and aftermath. One last thing. For a remedy, your best first aid scenario with any fish sting: hot water and a compress. So with all that being said, it is time to enter the sting zone with the freshwater stonefish. Ready, Miller?
Here we go, mate.
Okay.
What you playing?
All right, so the fish can be out of the water for upwards of 10 minutes. It won't be that long, but
What you playing, K9?
this fish can breathe air while being out of the water. All right, look at how it raises
Dynasty?
its fins in defense. I just want to point
Oh,
out, as soon as I
what
go
is it?
for the grab, like a bed of spikes raises them up for defense.
What you doing in Dynasty, though?
Fish is out. Miller, once you remove this glove, I just want you to basically hold the fish in place.
Oh.
Right. I'm so shaking right now. And I'm about to enter the sting zone with the full round. Freshwater stonefish from Australia. On 3. 1, 2, 3. We hit the jackpot. You mean we. Another for that car, please. Yeah, that hurts. Ow. It is burning. Building. Yeah. Clearly see where the spike went in. It went in pretty much up to the. I can't talk right now. Yeah, definitely burns. Like all through those fingers. Definitely some neurotoxin going on in there. It's not just. It's not like the other ones. It's way different than the saltwater starfish. Way different.
Nice fine way sharp up thin starfish.
It took almost no pressure.
And that went all the way in.
Yeah. Yeah. Those spines are needle sharp. If you put all of your weight, it would go all the way in. Like, I could have easily gotten that spine and itched my hand with more pressure. Like, it was just going. And I'm here to tell you, if you were to step on one of these fish, if you were to take a whole handful of spines, you're definitely going to the hospital. This is excruciating. Just a single barb. Wow.
Do you need any hot water?
Yeah, I'm just trying to endure it a little bit. I just want to see if it spreads beyond my hand before I put it out. I don't know. If we're going to have to see how bad this gets in the aftermath. Miller, thank you, brother. Now we've got to wait for the next 24 to 48 hours to see just how
You know how
bad
we do
the
it.
sting gets. Don't forget, if you're coming from yourself, hot water, compress. If that doesn't work, hospital. But right now, we are going to go the official Gray Wilderness Sting Index rating of the bull route with freshwater stonefish from Australia. Rolling. On intimidation, I was definitely nervous. The saltwater stonefish caused lasting nerve damage in my hand for over 3 months, so I had an idea what I was in for. And once I saw those long venom-laced spines stand up, it sent chills all over my body. Even though the bull route may be a smaller fish, the unknowns of its venom score at big-time points. Plus, hearing Miller's account of his granddad going to the hospital from a sting, yeah, I have to award this fish a whopping 9.2 out of 10. For pain, just like the saltwater stonefish, the sting sparked an instant inferno that intensified with each passing minute. And even though the small puncture wound may not have bled out very much, the venom surely found its way deep into my hand, and it hurt bad. Give me this fish 8.7 out of 10
Share your screen.
on the pain index. For the aftermath, there really wasn't. It was nowhere near the saltwater stonefish's long-term effects, and after applying the hot compress, the burning sensation subsided entirely, much like my reaction to the scorpion fish in Florida. Now, my hand was a bit sore for the rest of the day. All that being said, I can only award this river-dwelling fish a 4.7 out of 10 in this category, giving the final tally of the bull route of freshwater stonefish from Australia a 7.5 out of 10, falling just below the assassin bug of Borneo on the Brave Wilderness Bite Sting Index. Out here, every step counts. The terrain is brutal and the stakes are real. That's why I created Summit Adventure Fuel to help power my way through any situation. With throw-grade electrolytes, clean sugar-free ingredients, and flavors that hit hard, Summit keeps me going when the wild pushes back. And unlike other electrolyte drinks that are sugar-free, Summit actually tastes good. And Summit is now the official drink of Brave Wilderness. So hydrate like an explorer and fuel your adventure. Deep in the mountains.
You get some VC on that?
Insect so rare and so elusive that its sting is completely undocumented by science, and that sting belongs to the panda ant. And today,
What is this, college?
we're going to try to make history by being the first to find this panda ant, capture it on video, and then of course I will take on the sting of the panda ant in a world's first. This is going to be like looking for a fuzzy needle in a giant wilderness haystack. Let's insert. Now this one
See, you know how we do it.
panda ants have been found in the wild, so we're going to have to see if this high probably even have a chance of finding. Okay, this looks promising. This open area has a lot of sandy, loose material, which is perfect for the panda ant because it likes to make burrows, and it also allows us to cover a lot of ground fast. Covering ground. That is the name of the game when you're looking for very, very small creatures. The more ground your eyes can scan, the more likely it is you'll find what you're looking for. We're hearing water down below. To the desert water is life. Let's try our luck. Found the water.
in the desert, this water would be absolutely life-saving and perfectly fine to drink running this fast. Just see water. It's a boost of energy.
That's the record.
I feel so good. I've never seen these flowers. Panda ants feed on a diet predominantly of nectar. So these flowers, good indication we have a food source. There's definitely more life down by this river. Finally feels like we're starting to close in on the panda ant. Seeing these smaller wasps, that makes me feel really positive. I think the trail's heating up. I'm starting to see yellow jackets. Good sign for us right now. This is the insect watering hole. So look at that one. See how it's shaking the others off? It's got like a handle-like cabinet. Have you seen this? Dude, have you seen this? The male panda ant
Fool,
has
you know how
wings.
we do it.
Let's keep moving. Look at all these. Just got to this trail. There are all these burrows. I can't say whether or not these are definitively panda ant burrows, but they're the right size, right shape, and in the right place. Finally feels like we're starting to close in on the panda ant. Panda ant right there.
Who is it, Monk? Get him, Monk.
We get one! Holy! Oh,
Hold on, y'all. Somebody at my door. Fuck him up, Monk.
give up.
Don't let him knock on the door. Bite him.
But that is a panda ant, baby!
Who is it?
But our luck wouldn't end there. As we prepped our presentation and captured the first ever video of this fuzzy little panda, something even more incredible happened. Got another one. Hold on, hold on. Get in. Go. They're so fast. So fast. This one's kind of small. Yeah, it's stopped. Not yet. Yes. 2 panda ants. Holy cow. And this one really looks like Canada. Wow. Not 1, but 2 panda ants. This is such a rare opportunity to film this world-famous creature. There is almost no footage of this species. In fact, this is likely the first 4K footage the world has seen of panda ant, the world's smallest ant. The first thing I noticed about these creatures were their size. They are teeny tiny. Look at the little capsules that we had to bring with us for this presentation. But not only are they small, they are fast. I cannot believe we actually were able to get them into the containers. It's not likely that we're going to be able to get very much B-roll of them walking around. All it would take is a small little hole or crack in the ground, and they're poof, gone. They got their name, the panda ant, because of that black and white fuzzy exoskeleton, which of course I keep calling them an ant, but they are not an ant at all. They are a species of wasp, and the wingless ones are actually females. The males of this species have wings, but the females do not possess wings. But what they do possess is the largest stinger to body size ratio of any insect in the world. They're related to the cow killer found in the southern United States, another species famous for its massive stinger and painful sting. Both have fuzzy exoskeletons and are classified as velvet ants. However, unlike the cow killer, the effects of the panda ant venom are completely unknown. And with that, it's time to take a closer look at their defense mechanisms. They don't just look like pandas for our amusement. They've developed this coloration to ward off predators to say, hey, I pack a punch, or I have a lot of defenses, and you won't regret it. Now let's talk about another defense mechanism. Let's bring the microphone in there real close. You hear that? That's called stridulation, which is a high-frequency warning pitch that these insects are able to emit. And we're not just boosting the sound. This insect's actually noisy. I can hear it. Look at that. swinging the admin already. Mike can see.
You know how we do it.
That stinger's coming out. Compared to body size, that is a super long stinger. It will have no problem popping a stinger
Man.
through my skin. Now, remember what I said earlier? This is probably the first 4K footage of the panda ant. Let me also tell you, this is about to be the first ever documented sting of this species. No one has taken the sting of the panda ant. Going into the sting zone with the panda ant is truly a great unknown. I have no idea what kind of reaction I'm going to have, so we brought a couple of emergency remedies. Of course, our satellite phone. If I go into any kind of anaphylactic shock, we will use this for emergency distress calls. In addition to that, I always bring a first aid trauma kit. And in this trauma kit, I always have
Hold on.
an EpiPen. That's pretty much our only remedies if this sting gets really bad. For the first time ever, it's time to go flesh the stinger with the panda ant. That stinger is flying. That is a very big stinger. I would say the stinger is the entire length of the lower abdomen. All right, it is time. I'm Mark Benz, and I'm about to enter the sting zone with the panda ant. Here we go. The great unknown of the world of stings. 1, 2, 3.
I used to struggle with dandruff, but now I use Head & Shoulders every wash. Why? Because the active ingredient in Head & Shoulders fights off the microbes that cause dandruff. See? No flakes down here. Make every wash count.
Once in a lifetime, it's never enough. Never enough. For the ring finger, for every finger. When I wear diamonds, I feel powerful. Fabulous. The warmth, the brilliance.
I know you want it. Go ahead and take it.
For all the precious moments, anywhere and everywhere. For all the right reasons.
It ain't worth it.
Just because.
You gotta play a whole game.
For all the love. Pandora.
Oh, yeah, that ain't nothing.
You hear it. Just like Harvey Firestone did over 100 years ago, you hear the call.
I'm about to go ahead and play these street ballers real quick.
Firestone,
Give me a little bit.
those who answer the call of the vagabond.
Yep, stinger's in. Stinger's in.
Smoke them real quick. Give me like 400. Smoke them again. 400.
It's here. Definitely stung me. Let me see.
Oh, man.
They're so fast. They blend
Nigga
in
gotta go back to
perfectly.
work tomorrow. You know that it's some bullshit. Gotta work on for the motherfuckers all the time. I must be out of my mind. Could have been rich a long time ago because I'm a different design. I'm, 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 wow.
Before hightailing it out of here, we've got 2 distinct sting marks. I would say it's probably similar to that of a hornet, but luckily for us, we have one more ant. In fact, this is the one that looks most like a panda. So,
Ooh, panda
it's time
ant.
to see if the world's
He's a panda.
smallest panda packs a post.
It's a panda ant, dog. Back up, nigga. What you thought you was gonna do?
I know it looks easy, but it is so hard
Back up.
to get a good grip on these tiny little panda ants. There we go. Stingers go. 1,
Good block, big dude.
3. Ooh, yeah, okay. Definitely took a really good sting. Panda fight. See this panda's jaws locked into me? I think this panda ant's bite is worse than its sting.
Can you make the shot?
Micro stings.
Little Timmy. Can I make the shot? Little Timmy.
Okay.
Little Timmy got a good.
You can see here, I got 2 really good stings from the ant that got
Bruh, how you
away.
gonna steal my rebound?
And then I probably have, I don't know, like a dozen little micro stings. I left it there for a while, but there's 1 or 2 really good ones. Oh my God. There it is. Got it. We just found the first panda ant. Wow. Not believe it. What am I supposed to do with you? You ran away. And now you're back. Should we try to get, like, another wallop? All right. Well,
Gonna go for another sting. I don't know if I got a full one that first time around. On three. 1, 2, 3. Yep, got me. What? Hand stinging me. Got a good one there.
Yo, Lieutenant.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
For real?
Mm-hmm. Really not a remarkable sting, even though we're getting a lot of redness and little micro swelling around those sting sites. This might have been the world's cutest sting. The sting of the tiny panda ant is no match for its growl. All right, let's let this little panda back into the wild. While the pain was manageable right after the sting, the secondary reaction roared back the next day, where I had redness, swelling, and a relentless itch. Check that out. So as you can see, these worms are absolutely covered in thousands of these very small but very sharp venomous spines. Now these spines are constantly growing. So you'll see there's some of them floating around, and it really does look like fiberglass. When you look at it under a microscope, you can see just how sharp the points of the spines really are. So really just even a subtle brush into one of these creatures is going to land you in a world of pain. Right where I'm about to be here in just a few more minutes. But you can also see that red coloration is where they get their name, the fireworm, because they look like they're on fire, and they certainly feel like it when they touch your skin. Now, a lot of people do come into contact with these worms, namely scuba divers and snorkelers, but you do need to be careful if you're out here swimming. If you're walking along and you feel rocks below your feet, there's a good chance that could be the home of a fireworm. And if you step on one of these, it's going to light you up. Wow, and there we go. Come in tight. Let's see that right there. That, to me, is the most impressive thing about the fireworm, besides what the venom can do, is this amazing flaring defense. They can just splay and spread out all of those spines so they can encase their entire body. All of that middle bit there, it's no different than your average worm. In fact, when I squeeze it with these tweezers, they're super soft, they're squishy. And if they weren't covered in these amazingly painful spikes, they would be easy pickings for anything that lives out there in the ocean. So now you've heard me mention more than a few times that these worms are venomous. So while, yes,
What the
those
hell is that?
spines will jam into your flesh like a cactus, they release a toxin. There's a mucus that these worms are coating those spines in, much like a lionfish or a stonefish. And when that toxin gets into the skin, it's going to cause instant searing pain. And that pain will continue to cycle through as long as those spines are lodged in my skin. And then after that, I'm going to inevitably deal with tremendous swelling and probably some scarring. This is one of the stings that it's going to leave lasting damage. Luckily for me, I get stung a lot in this area for the bite sting index, so it's just going to be one of many scars. It's time to take a sting from this very bizarre marine creature so I can officially rate it on the Brave Wilderness Bite Sting Index. And this is one of the animals that I have been really curious to rate since we invented the Bite Sting Index for Brave Wilderness, where we rate the sting or bite of an animal in 3 different factors: intimidation, pain, and aftermath. And for this worm, the aftermath is what you're definitely going to want to stick around for, because not only will you see just how bad the burn of a fireworm can be, but I'm going to show you what to do if you are ever stung by one of these venomous creatures. I know how bad this is going to be. Time to find out. What does the burn of the fireworm do to human flesh? On 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. Come on, I didn't give you good enough. One more time, one more time. Here we go. Puff up, puff up. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that burns.
That nigga stupid.
I got stung by hundreds. Oh, it's so bad.
You still in there, K9?
Okay. Oh, God. Oh, it's bad, dude. It's really bad. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's so much worse the first time. I've been stung by these before, but never one that big. I have so many spines in my arm right now. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is gonna be my worst sting ever. This is gonna be my worst sting. I gotta let it dry. Because once it dries, I can use this tape to remove the spines. Anything that's like super adhesive. If you don't have duct tape, find something sticky. Just like get that stuff out of there. You need to get those spines out of your skin because right now I can just feel the venom just like lava flowing over top of itself. It's just as bad as a bullet ant. It's just as bad as a bullet ant. It could be worse. Oh, don't blow it. Makes it worse. Oh, come on. Dry. All right, I'm gonna walk it off. Hang on, guys. I'm just gonna walk around for a second. Okay, it's dry. It's dry. All right, taking all I can take. I gotta get these out. All right, just tape like that. Any tape will do. But I got this so you can see just how many spines I got. I'm gonna try to do this one swoop.
Big dummy. Should have went up there and took the shot.
You wanna cover the entire area? Wow! I didn't get a moment to go again, but look at that. Look at how many spines are in there. Ow! Ow! Okay. Holy mackerel. Look at those welts coming in. You see that? Oh my gosh, and they don't even look that bad compared to how it feels. Instantly better. As soon as you remove the spines, it really makes a big difference. The next thing you want to do, white vinegar. It's going to help neutralize the burns. Oh yeah. Whatever toxin is left on top of my skin, this vinegar is going to neutralize it. Heavy duty tape, white vinegar. If you don't have it with you, get it as fast as you can because the faster you can get those spines out of your skin, the sooner you're going to be on the road to recovery. But I can tell you the road to recovery for this thing is long. And you can see how much the welts are rising. Tomorrow, this is going to be nasty. Now comes the hard part, the healing process, the aftermath. And the pain score is going to be high. Intimidation, I'm going to have to think about that. Aftermath, I'm going to have a long time to think about that because the aftermath of the storm is going to last for weeks. But you don't have to wait weeks. Let's get into it right now and officially rate the fireworm on the Great Wilderness Fight
Oh, he
Sting
must
Index.
got too many points.
We hit the jackpot. You mean we. On intimidation, the fireworm looks intense. The bright red skin combined with thousands of spines remind me of a venomous snake. Plus, having taken a sting before, I know just how easily those spines can get stuck in your skin. And when you see a big one underwater, they are majorly intimidating. So for that, I give it a 7.8 out of 10. For pain, once those spines dug in and started to dose me with venom, the burn was intense. The feeling was similar to being burned and electrocuted over and over again. And unlike my first sting, I got completely nailed this time with at least 5 times the
How
amount
many?
of bristles. Needless to say, it hurt badly. And for that, I give it a
How many
9.5
minutes is the
out of 10.
game?
The aftermath
firework is where it scores some serious points. Its fur just kept going and going, day after day and week after week, and the rash would come back with a vengeance, leaving behind these intense
Damn, you went to 22?
and swelling. Anytime I would get active or start to sweat, the pain would come rushing back. And to this
Damn.
day, there is still some scarring left behind from the burn of this firework. So for this, I give the aftermath score a whopping 9.6 out of 10. All combined, the firework ranked at a 9 on the Great Wilderness BSI, which is a major score for a majorly painful creature. All right, guys, I just got done night diving in Indonesia, and I cannot believe what we just filmed tonight with the bobbin worm is mind-blowing. Total nightmare fuel, but super awesome at the same time. Check this out. You won't be sorry. We're starting our dive at dusk, and we'll be focused on the seabed in front of us. This is typically when the most interesting creatures are active. And right away, there's a lionfish. These fish are down here hunting right now, and those spines on its back are covered in a potent neurotoxin. It can cause excruciating pain.
AI is fucking stupid. They act like they can't get rebounds.
Are absolutely filled with them, as well as their cousin, the scorpionfish. So anytime I make contact with the ocean floor, I'll be checking to make sure that I don't land on anything I'm not supposed to. Now, I've seen a lot of bizarre and nightmarish-looking creatures before. I've been bitten by bloodworms, burned by a fireworm, and even stung by the infamous man-eater. But nothing makes my skin crawl quite like the bobbin worm. These elusive predators have built up a serious reputation over the years, and even inspired monsters in movies like the ones in Dune and Tremors, both featuring killer sandworms that live underground that burst through the desert sand with their powerful jaws to attack and kill their prey. Those worms are science fiction. The bobbin worm you are about to see feed in the night is very real. Now, at this point in the dive, I had no idea I was going to find any bobbin worms. But these are the events as they unfolded, leading to that very moment. What we have here is a school of catfish. They use a very interesting schooling technique where they actually cascade over each other like a waterfall. They do this to take turns so they can stop and feed, but there's always another catfish to replace the front line. Grouping together like this helps ward off predators and makes the school of catfish appear like a much larger fish. Alright, I move on. Oh wow, look at that. I'd never seen one of these invertebrates before. This one is actually called a bubble shell. It gets its name because of that shell right there at the center of its body. Now, these shells are different to the ones on a typical snail. They are thin, fragile, and too small to fit the entire animal inside. But it is absolutely stunning in coloration. Look at those bright blue edges. It almost glows out here in the darkness. Very cool. On night dives like this, you really never know what you're going to find. It's a very alien-like environment, and when you're out here in the muck, it almost appears like the lunar surface.
On what?
Here is another really bizarre, unique creature. This is a cuttlefish. Related to the octopus, these sea creatures are super intelligent. In fact, some scientists believe they're more intelligent than their avian cousins. Let's carefully swim up for a closer look. What's really unique about these creatures at first sight is how they change their coloration almost instantaneously. Oh, look at this, it's moving into hunt. Oh, it almost got that fish. That fish was so lucky. Oh. color and pattern in their skin. I wonder if it's trying to tell me something. Clearly it knows that I'm no longer a threat. It's hanging out. Let me just put my hand out, right? Guys, this is too cool. This cuttlefish is so comfortable with us that it's letting me almost use my hand as a perch. Now, make no mistake, these cuttlefish are super fast. They could swim away in a split second if it wanted to. And it's likely just as curious about me as I am about it.
You know what I mean? Hold on. I break loose. Bomb on the tracks coming through with me.
Holy cow. I'm almost at a loss for words. All right, let's grab our dive rig and keep adventuring into the night. Wow. That's a pair of moray eels. This is one of the animals that divers need to be especially careful around because they are super territorial and they also have razor sharp teeth. If you stick your hand in the wrong place down here, you can take a pretty aggressive chomp on one of these large eels. And the biggest problem is once they bite, they don't let go. They can even spin to a death roll similar to a crocodile. We're going to leave those two alone. Keep moving forward. Now that's a porcupine fish, and a super colorful one at that. A lot of the porcupine fish that I'm used to seeing are more brown and gray in coloration. This one is more of a reddish maroon. Oh, I found something so cool. Guys, check this out. This is a bobtail squid. I've always wanted to see one of these. Now, these bobtail squid really look like a little octopus because of their super long tentacles. They're almost the in-between between a cuttlefish and an octopus. But these bobtail squid are